Right, so what is up guys, SDPeasy here, and today we're going to be doing a video that obviously you do at the start and the end of the season. I did my Premier League predictions at the start of this season, and we're going to be reacting to my Premier League predictions now and seeing who I got right, who I got wrong, and where the teams actually finished in the league comparison to what I predicted, which I think it's safe to say I got a few wrong. I got one big time right, which you all laughed at me for, but I got one or two a little bit wrong. Let's just jump into it. Right, so we'll go from bottom to top. Sheffield United. I predicted they would struggle badly. Now, obviously, as you all know, I got that one pretty horrendously wrong. They actually finished 8th in the end. No, sorry, 9th. I did think at points they were going to finish higher than 9th. I thought they were looking at maybe 6th or 7th, but in the end, it didn't come through that way. Norwich, I predicted they'd get relegated, and they did. They did end up coming bottom, not 19th, but that is one of the relegation teams that I did get right, so I was quite happy with that one. Brighton ended up finishing 15th, so I wasn't too far wrong, only 3 places out. However, I did predict they'd get relegated, and they did indeed stay up. So, fair play to Brighton. And Southampton I put in 17th, and they ended up actually finishing 11th. Hell of a season for Southampton, obviously heavily carried by the second top goal scorer in Danny Ings. Fantastic season for Danny Ings, and he really helped them massively. Redmond being in good form as well. So I believe at points they were predicted, but they didn't really end there. Aston Villa 16th, ended up finishing 17th, so I'm happy with that one. I'm going to claim that one as a W. I was only 1 position out. They just stayed up, obviously, on the last day. Grealish getting that goal that kept them in the league, and obviously, so, I mean, it's probably going to be his last ever commitment for the club because he is definitely leaving in the summer. It's looking like probably £50 million to Manchester United at the moment. But, of course, we will see in the near coming future. But that one, I'll take a dub on that one. I nearly got that right. So far, we've had two, I'd say, dubs by being 1 position out. The rest, not so quite. Newcastle in 15th. Now, where did they finish? Let's have a look down here. I've got it down here next to me. They actually finished 13th. So, once again, only 2 places out. Once again, I'll take that as a dub. And Crystal Palace is the first team we actually got absolutely bang on. 14th, and I put 14th. Happy with that. That's definitely a 1 full point to me. That is bang on with their position. Like Newcastle, some fantastic players. Wilfried Zaha looks like he's probably leaving in the summer. Obviously, St. Maximan at Newcastle, and maybe Newcastle next season. If I do my predictions for next season, they might be a lot higher based on if they get this financial takeover or not. Of course, we know the next season will be starting on September the 12th, so we will see for then. Right, Burnley 13th, and Burnley finished 10th. So Burnley outperformed what I predicted. They actually had a really good season, had a decent run in towards the end, started to pick up some really good results. Got to say I was very impressed with them, and they've played very well. The next one is one I definitely got wrong. Bournemouth in 12th. Now, this is a shame. So I really like Eddie Howe. I really like a lot of the Bournemouth players. And I was really disappointed with this one, them finishing 18th. I really thought they could stay up. I'm very sad that they didn't. They're one of my favourite teams, like lower teams in the Premier League. So very sad for that. Hopefully Eddie Howe doesn't lose his job, or sadly I think he will. Hopefully he doesn't, because he's a fantastic manager. And if he does lose his job, hopefully a Premier League team does pick him up. West Ham in 11th, ended up finishing 16th, so over-predicted for them, but not quite as badly as over-predicted for Watford. I thought Watford would have a really, really good season. I predicted them to finish 10th in the table. They came 19th and got relegated. Yeah. Bit of a stinker of a prediction for that one. Just like Sheffield United, pretty much got Watford and Sheffield United the wrong way around. Shambles. Leicester in 9th. Now, Leicester were looking like 3rd all season, and they properly blew it. They ended up actually finishing 5th. So, no, I'm not going to claim that as a dub because I wasn't that close. But, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Wolves in 8th, and they finished 7th. So, I'm claiming that one as a dub. I was only 1 place out on them. I'll claim that one. Unfortunately, obviously, Wolves did miss out on the Europa League due to Chelsea beating them on the last day. Hopefully, obviously, they'll be hoping that Chelsea can win the FA Cup final, so they do secure that final European spot, and not Arsenal, obviously. Right, Everton, 7th. Got this one a bit wrong. They finished 12th. Massively over-predicted for them. Thought they were going to have a hell of a season with the players they had signed. And they didn't. None of them performed. They were very poor in general for me. I didn't enjoy watching a lot of what they did. Richarlison had an okay season. I mean, I think next year they'll be better with Ancelotti. I think maybe top 10 is more of a target for them then with Ancelotti. Seem to have a much better philosophy as manager. They have a lot of good players, so hopefully they can push. Manchester United, I predicted 6th. They ended up finishing, obviously, 3rd in the end. And 6th, I mean, 6th would have been miles out with how bad they were doing. So fair play to them in the end, pulling through to, obviously, 3rd. Bruno Fernandes being the main catalyst in that reason for them finishing so on the table. So fair play to Manchester United, obviously, reaching the Champions League. Arsenal, one I definitely got wrong. In 5th, they finished 8th, outside the European places. And I predicted them to be pushing top 4. So once again, one I did get wrong. I did think they'd be a lot better. They were very bad. They've got better since Mikel Arteta took over, but they're still a bit of a joke club. So you never know with Arsenal. Chelsea, the one you all laughed at me for saying, oh, Chelsea going to have a good season with Lampard, bigging it up, and you went, ha ha ha, no, of course you're not. They're going to finish way down. 4th. I called that. I knew Champions League football was coming way before any of you lot did, and it did. Very gassed with that one. Spurs definitely got that one wrong. Predicted them as being the top 4, and they ended up obviously just about clinching that Europa League spot in 6th on the last day. Mourinho had a massive impact on that because obviously Pochettino actually had them in 14th at one point. So when Mourinho come in and he's managed to get them to 6th is a hell of an achievement. What a manager he is. And Liverpool and Manchester City, obviously I got the wrong way around. I saw Man City storming the league again with Liverpool being close. Turns out Liverpool absolutely walked it and Man City were quite far behind in the end. But I feel like next season Man City will be certainly pushing again. And I feel like there could be other teams pushing. I still think next year it will be between Man City and Liverpool, but other teams will be closer than they were this season. Top goal scorer and Golden Glove. Golden Glove I actually got completely correct thanks to Ederson on the last day. He ended up with 15 clean sheets, beating Nick Pope on 14. So I did get that one completely correct. And goal scorer, I wasn't far off. I believe Aubameyang came 3rd or 4th. I think 3rd. Maybe even have been joint 2nd in the end. With Jamie Vardy coming out of nowhere with a massive season, 23 goals. So I'd like to claim I weren't the goal scorer and the Golden Glove. I was there and thereabouts, but some of my league predictions, not quite. Right, guys, so there we have it. My league predictions all finished. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that, and hopefully next season I can get a few more right than I did this year. Let me know how many you got right in the comments and how many you really got wrong, like my Watford and Sheffield United. That'd be interesting to see. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here, and hit that notification bell, as we do upload every single day at 6 PM. You don't want to miss out on the content. I am filming about 5 videos on the 27th to get ahead for while I go to Manchester for the next few days. So I'm trying my best. Hopefully they're all going to be out on time. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully your support is fantastic, and hopefully we can reach 1.12K very soon. Thank you very much for watching.
I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever when I can't hold